Okay, so every single time you tap your phone to buy a coffee, or you quickly check your balance, there's this incredible, invisible fortress working overtime to protect you. Today, we're going to go behind the walls and meet the digital guardians and the official rulebook that keep your money safe 24/7. So, let's dive in.
I mean, think about it. We trust these apps with everything, right? Our savings, our investments, our entire financial future is sitting right there. But what's actually standing between all of that data and some really sophisticated digital threat? Well, the answer might not be what you think.
And that's really the heart of the matter, isn't it? Every tap that makes our life a little bit easier is also a potential doorway for someone trying to get in. It's this constant, high-stakes game of digital cat and mouse being played out every second of every day.
So how in the world do you defend against a threat that's always on, always evolving? Well, it all starts with an official rulebook, a designated guardian that's designed to turn every single financial app into a rock-solid fortress.
And let's be clear, these aren't just some friendly suggestions. Nope, these are mandatory, locked-in security rules that every financial institution has to follow. Their entire job is to shield your information and make sure your rights as a consumer are protected.
Now, here's the really crucial part. These rules are not set in stone. They're constantly learning, constantly evolving. From that first framework back in 2016, all the way to the latest enhancements just this year, the defense is always getting smarter to stay one step ahead of the bad guys.
Okay, so what does this fortress actually look like from the outside? Let's kick things off with the first line of defense, the security measures you might actually see and interact with yourself.
Think of these as your app's built-in alarm system. The regulations force banks to warn you if your phone's security is compromised, to limit risky transfers on those devices, and even to proactively hunt down fake, imposter apps out there in the app stores. These aren't just helpful tips, they are mandated shields.
And this quote just nails it. It perfectly explains why that jailbreak detection is so vital. You see, the regulations understand that an app's security is only as strong as the phone it's living on. If the house has all its doors unlocked, the app has to go into total lockdown mode.
But honestly, the most powerful defenses are the ones you can't even see. So now we're going to go deeper inside the fortress, to the invisible walls built with some seriously impressive technology. Buried deep inside every single financial app is its most valuable secret, the encryption key. It's the master key that locks and unlocks all of your sensitive data. If a hacker gets that key, it's game over. So as you can imagine, protecting it is priority number 1, 2, and 3.
So how do you protect this all-important master key? Well, the regulations lay out two main paths. The first is a hardware solution, basically locking the key in a physical tamper-proof vault right inside your phone. The second is a really clever software solution that uses code to make the key itself effectively invisible. Now that software approach kicks off with something called code obfuscation. The best way to picture it is, imagine taking the app's blueprints and running them through a super-powered shredder. A hacker might get all the little pieces, but they'll have no earthly idea how to put the building back together.
But the real magic, the secret sauce, is white box cryptography. Imagine a key that can unlock a door, but the key itself is completely invisible the whole time. It lets the app do its job without ever actually revealing the secret code. So even if a hacker is watching the entire process, that key is never, ever exposed.
On the other hand, you have the hardware approach, the secure element, and this is all about physical security. It's a dedicated tamper-proof chip, a literal vault built right into your phone. It's designed so that even if the entire phone gets compromised, the secrets locked inside that vault stay safe.
Look, a fortress is only as good as its patrols, right? Because threats are always changing, always getting smarter. The regulations mandate constant, tough-as-nails checkups to make sure those walls are holding strong.
So you see this number on your screen. 1? What could this possibly mean? Well, it represents the single most important rhythm in this entire security process.
That's the rhythm. Not just a one-time check, but an annual mandate, every single year. Each financial app has to go through a massive security audit to prove its defenses can handle the absolute latest threats.
And believe me, this isn't just a simple checkup. It's a security gauntlet. First, the app has to pass lab certifications. Then, it has to survive deep vulnerability scans. And finally, it has to face off against security experts using a global checklist of the latest attack methods. Only the strongest defenses make it through.
So, we've looked at the rulebook, the alarms, the invisible walls, the annual checkups, but all of it, leads to the final, and frankly, the most important checkpoint of all. You.
All these regulations and all this amazing technology build an incredible defense, but they can't do it alone. At the end of the day, true security isn't just a product they sell you, it's a partnership between the bank and you.
Every time you think twice about the apps you download or the permissions you grant, or you pay attention to a security warning, you're actively doing your part. You're holding up your end of the deal. Your bank built the fortress. The only question left is, will you guard the gate?